But now I can't hear you guys. Wee, 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 wee. Bing, bing, bing. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun, dun. Bing, bing, bing. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are ready to rock, I think. I don't know anymore. Yes.
Step right up, the show's begun. Let's go. Are you a winner? There can be just one. Find your dream home, make it your own. All deals are calling, pick up the phone. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Around the home, we're taking a ride. Say what? Keys to the door, with style and pride. Flip it, buy it, you're in the zone. Let's play the game around the home. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Ooh, yeah.
Alrighty. We are back. Couldn't tell you if anyone can hear us, but we will get into it. Welcome to Around the Home, the fast-paced real estate showdown where 3 contestants battle it out for housing glory. I'm your host, the all-seeing, off-screen voice guiding this chaotic journey. There's reverb in my ears, so we're not going to curse. Like a real estate god with a stream deck, from hot takes on home buying to spicy renovation debates, they'll earn points for sharp insights and lose them for weak sauce. Let's meet today's returning people. Chris John combines 21 years of local knowledge with specialized real estate training and a heart for service to guide through one's life. With clear communication, honest guidance, and market-driven strategies, count on Chris to help you buy or sell with confidence. Your goals, his mission, your win. Say what's up, Chris.
What's going on, guys? Good to be back for episode 2. Reigning champ. Feels
Reigning
good.
champ. That's a couple points.
Yeah,
Perfect.
glad to be here.
Yes.
Glad to be here.
Next, Sam Carchidi is a licensed real estate agent in PA and New Jersey who brings mortgage expertise and deep local knowledge to help clients navigate buying or selling with confidence. Whether you're a first-time home buyer or a seasoned investor, he offers honest guidance, personal care, and a well-rounded perspective on city, suburban, and shore living. Sam, say what's up.
What's up, everyone? And Yanni, you look fantastic today. Just wanted to let you know that.
Thank you. Next, last but not least, last time in second place, Aaron Hartman is a trusted mortgage consultant with 10 years of experience in NJ and PA. He specializes in first-time homebuyer programs, down payment assistance, conventional, FHA, and VA loans. Aaron, tell us what's up.
How we doing, America?
You know, the goatee's looking great.
Ripe.
All right, contestants, let's get this show on the road. You know the rules. Each round, our contestants will debate real estate hot topics, earning or losing points based on the strength of their takes, with one winner crowned at the end. Okay, before we start, welcome back. And everyone gets a point for coming back to episode 2. Okay?
Appreciate it.
So, clap it up for yourselves. Thank you. Any thoughts before we get started?
You just look fantastic today, if I didn't already tell you that.
Yeah, thank you.
If you're not first or last.
Wow, the flattery is hard today.
You're last.
They can't even see you, but trust me,
Looks fantastic.
he looks great.
I could be naked. We just don't know. I'm shirtless.
You could be, but you're not. I see you.
All
Mark
right.
Ruffalo would be proud.
We're starting off. And we're going to start with Aaron. Question number 1. What's the first thing you should look at when touring a house?
Well, Yanni, I appreciate the question. Great to be back. I always look to see if there is a local one-stop shop within the local half mile. That's a big plus for me. That's how I grew up. Huge. Other than that, curb appeal, how the neighbors look, how the neighbors' houses, how's the street look.
That's a lot of answers.
Hey, I just say that it's just a little bit of something I like to see. So
no interruptions.
After I walk inside, we'll go from there.
Thank you, Aaron, and thanks again for starting us off. So, Sam,
you're
back,
welcome.
Back to 0. Christian, you have an answer for this?
Sure. So I'll tell you, before we even schedule the home tour, I'm confirming with my buyers that the home is actually suited for their needs, such as bedroom, bathroom, square foot, all that stuff, garage, etc. Before you even arrive to the house itself, though, a buyer should take note of the commute. How far is the drive? Where is it in relation to their work? Where is it in relation to schools and amenities? If those things are important to you, does it align with your lifestyle, right? And then when we're at the home, I'm focused on the big things. Is there any obvious damage to the roof? I'm checking out the foundation, any obvious plumbing issues, electrical, HVAC, things like that, right? It's up to the buyer. Once they're inside, they can analyze whether the home is, whether it physically meets their needs and preferences. But I'm looking at the neighborhood, the area, first and foremost, and then those big structural items.
Chris, way to round us off here. Now, Sam, before you start, I want to point out to the audience, because I'm a terrible producer, we can't hear when their points are added or deducted. So keep an eye on their scores, because they go up and they go down. And we'll see how much Sam's go up right now.
Or down. Anyway, so of course, then. Jesus. Can we curse?
No cursing.
I don't think we can.
No cursing.
It's a family-friendly show.
Okay, well, obviously we're looking at the neighborhood and whether there is a one-stop shop. But my biggest thing and the first thing looking at a house, once you get to the inside, is the basement. That is going to tell a big story of the home, whether you have foundational issues. Is there a smell? Was there possible mold? You can usually look at the HVAC system or the plumbing. So definitely the basement for me.
Alrighty, guys.
Very nice.
Let's give ourselves a round of applause. We're done question 1. Question 2. Sam, right back at you. What's the most valuable room in a house when it comes to resale?
Kitchen, and if there's any other answer, it's probably false. But the kitchen is what makes the money. It's what every good cook, chef, mom, whoever goes to and is 5 to 10 seconds of the house, they're running to the kitchen. So it's definitely the kitchen for me.
Chris?
Yeah, I mean, the top 2 are the kitchen and the master bedroom and bathroom. But let's face it, Yanni, the kitchen is where the real magic happens. An amazing kitchen outperforms an amazing bedroom, really, right? It's a centerpiece oftentimes for gatherings and for entertaining. It's more functional. It's a room that every single person that walks into your house is going to see. Many people aren't going to go into the bedroom. For sure, when it comes to resale value, kitchen, in my opinion, is number 1.
Okay, so we have 2 kitchens. Aaron?
Well said, guys. I mean, you can't go wrong with that answer. That is the best answer, is the kitchen. I will add is, yes, it needs to be functional. It needs to be nice looking. Give me some nice marble countertops. Give me a nice, even bonus if you get a view of the living room, can see the TV, can entertain within both spaces. So I like a 2-in-1 approach there. So give me the kitchen within the living room aspect.
Yeah, no one's talking entertainment. So Aaron, you get a power boost. Chris, the
I just
coffee
talked about
Yeah.
entertaining. Aaron
Only
copied
in
me
the
on
kitchen.
entertaining.
Love to check the tapes on that.
I said
Check the tapes
kitchen
on that.
is the number one room for entertaining and gathering, and Aaron just said, "Yep, that's a great idea, Chris. I'm going to run with that."
Well,
Just like to point it out. That's all.
You know, I'm actually
Talking
shocked.
back to the host. Talking back to the host. Kitchen minus.
I'm actually shocked you all
Well,
love the kitchen. I mean, for myself, the judge, it's the bathroom. I mean,
Wow.
if the bathroom's too small, if you only have one, you can't even live in that thing. How are you supposed to raise a family? I don't know.
You do use
The
it every
backyard-
day.
The backyard,
Of the backyard.
you know?
Hey,
Anyway.
if we're spending more time in the bathroom than the kitchen, then we got problems.
Well, listen, with your cooking, we never knows. -2. All right, guys. We're
Texas
almost done
Prime.
the first segment. Question 3. Anyone want to take it first before we see it? Any takers?
I'll
Sure.
take it.
Alrighty,
Give it to me.
Sam.
I haven't had one first off.
Well, listen.
Go ahead.
Again, more deduction for you. You're mouthy today. A little spicy. Alrighty, Sammy. Question number 3 to end round 1 is: what's the dumbest home upgrade trend you've seen going viral?
I just hate, and this is my own personal opinion, I hate the in-wall fireplaces. I think that they take up unnecessary space. I think that the fake flames look tacky to me. I think it's, probably an upgrade or wow feature that builders do just to try and get a conversation. I don't even know. I mean, obviously they add a little bit of value with the heat, but other than that, they rub me the wrong way. I don't know why I feel so strongly about these in-wall fireplaces, but not for me.
Love that answer. Couldn't agree more. Chris?
Yeah, I'd have to say, so I don't know about over there on the East Coast, but down here I see a lot of investor specials where they're painting brick, right? You've got brick on the front of the house, on the side of the house, and they're painting the brick black or white. They're going for those black and white color schemes. And the color scheme's not the issue for me. For me, it's painting the brick. You're setting yourself up for costly repairs later on. Brick is not meant to be painted like that. Brick is porous and is breathable on purpose. It's supposed to allow moisture to go in and out of those pores. And when you paint that brick, you're trapping moisture in there, and that can cause a heck of a lot of damage later on. So my suggestion, choose a brick stain. That'll be fine. Or do a whitewash and save yourself a huge repair bill later. Stay away from painting brick. I know it looks nice, but it causes so many issues down the road.
Love the tip. Love that tip. Aaron?
Got a natural home builder over here. I love it. Well, great answers, guys. I'm going to have to go with, I don't like turning the garage into a living room or a living space or a bedroom. Get me out of that. Give me the garage. Let me put my car in there. Give me a ping pong table. Let me entertain some other stuff in there. Let's party.
I love it. Look at us. Section 1, segment 1 already done. This is crazy. Well, look, I think Sam had the best answer there. Chris, I love that little tip about how we're going to make that brick better. Aaron, a little soft on that last answer, and I think that harmed you on the scores. So right now, drum roll, ladies and gentlemen, because the contestants can't see. In first place, Sam Carchidi with 15. In third place, with 11, Aaron Hartman. And in second...
You say third?
Third, yes. Weak, quick, third answer. Krishan with 13 in second place. Now, don't worry, you can come back. Question number 4, you're starting us off. You get the first pick in the fantasy draft of household pests. Who's your number 1 overall?
My first answer?
Yes, sir.
Oh, definitely bed bugs, Johnny. Bed bugs, bed bugs, bed bugs. Even more than roaches or anything else. You can barely see them. They come from anywhere. You could be traveling, come back with them in your pocket, in your pillowcase. You don't even notice for a week or two. You got these bumps on you. You're like, what the heck are these bumps from? You're
Speaking
itching.
from experience, or what are we talking here?
I can't tell you that answer, but I've heard some horror stories, and I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy.
No one's riding the Paris subway. No Paris subway on that.
There is someone in here that may have.
Gotcha. Doxing. Wow. Slander. -2 on the slander. Chris, you want to take that answer?
Yeah. So #1 draft pick for pests. I'm gonna give you a sneaky pick, the sleeper pick. Okay.
The number one.
Termites. Termites. They consume wood. They consume other material that weaken the structure over time. You don't even know they're there until it's too late. Oftentimes, they can cause damage, ranging anywhere from minor cosmetic issues to literally like a total collapse of your structure if you don't catch it. They're the sleeper pick for sure. Worst part is damage is often hidden and it's super expensive to repair.
Love it. I mean, these are powerful pests. And Sam, you taking anything to defeat these monsters or what?
Well, these aren't necessarily powerful pests, and obviously termites are a big issue on the East Coast as well, and bed bugs. But I'm going to talk about an insect that is super common, and that is the ant. And not for the sheer fact that they're going to do a lot of damage to your home, but they are annoying and they are everywhere and they're hard to get rid of. I'm getting an echo. But yeah, ants, #1 pick.
Wow, he goes with not a killer. So, I mean, risky answer. We'll see how it plays out. Now, Chris, it's your turn to be #1. What's the one thing in your house that everyone uses but no one takes responsibility for?
Kitchen knives, no doubt. Y'all know me. Cooking is big in my life. I own a catering business as well, in addition to real estate. The kitchen knives drives me crazy when I pull out a knife out of the knife block or out of my knife bag and it's dull. It seems I'm the only one who sharpens those knives, and dull knives drive me nuts, Yanni. They're more dangerous than a sharp edge too, I'll tell you that much. So please keep up with your kitchen knives, folks.
Any Japanese knives in the household, or?
Oh yeah, my Santoku it's a Miyabi.
Love it. What do you use to cut with a Miyabi?
So a Miyabi, my Santoku knife, is designed for slicing, thin slices, and controlled knife work. So not a whole lot of chopping, not a whole lot of you're not using it on really fruits and things like that. But a lot of petite type of knife work. It's a very, very sharp, very thin blade, 15-degree bevel. Love it. Get you a Miyabi.
Love it. Sam?
Was that a commercial? Mine is the dishwasher. Easy to load, easy to run. Nobody wants to put it away. Sometimes it can sit in there. Mold starts growing after a couple days. It's just really tough to get yourself to put everything away. The dishwasher.
So Sam's got moldy plates, guys. So when you go over for the dinner party, you better wash them.
Bring your paper plates.
Bring your paper plates. We do love paper plates here. Environmentally friendly, not as much, but, can't win them all. Aaron?
Oh, I'll have to go with paper towels. Paper towels. All of a sudden, you got a new roll. Another day later, the roll's gone.
So too much.
Wasteful.
Too much paper towel use?
Too much paper towel use. Depends who comes over. Family, friends. There's a culprit somewhere.
You need to lock that down.
Well, there's a question then. So
it's
how many
environmentally bad and costly?
how
There's a
many
culprit.
how many rolls, how many sheets do you want a user using in one session?
It depends. I've seen a whole roll been used in a night before on
Well,
just
that's
a regular
great.
night of cooking.
You spill a water, how many sheets do you want?
How big's the water?
Half a glass.
Half a glass. 15 sheets.
15 sheets.
You're the culprit. You're the culprit. You're the
No,
culprit.
I love it.
You could probably do it in 2.
Wow.
Two.
Maybe
What do
even
you
one.
use? The
2.
extra absorbent one?
You got single ply paper towels? You buying the
Jeez.
ShopRite brand?
Depends who shop that week.
My gosh.
That's great. That
That is
great.
disgusting behavior.
Guys, drum roll this up. We got the last question before the final segment. Who wants to take it?
Depends what the question is.
Tribute.
I got you. Chris has got it. Chris, and thanks for volunteering. That's +2. Okay. Our next question.
Can't wait again.
Which celebrity would absolutely wreck your home within 24 hours?
Oh man. Is it too soon to say P. Diddy?
No.
Man, I think I would just kick everybody out and burn my house down after he got through with it. Yeah, I think P. Diddy would burn that house down. Yup, it's gotta be Diddy.
Diddy lover.
Baby oil everywhere.
Ooh.
Yeah, not a sight you want to come home to.
Aaron?
Lot of baby oil.
Aaron, you're up.
Celebrity wise, I'd probably have to go Steve O.
From
I need
the
to see
infamous
him
show?
really.
He's
Yeah, I mean,
sober
he'll
now.
probably just use my house as doing an episode and really jack that stuff up. So maybe build like a skate park within my living room. I don't know.
Steve-O.
Jackass.
Yeah, there you go. And Sam?
I think Steve-O's sober now, so I think it would be a pretty boring party that he went to.
All right.
Chris said too soon. I was going to say Jeffrey Epstein, but that seems like pretty dark for this show. But yeah, for obvious reasons, I'm not looking forward to having Jeffrey over at the house. And he also didn't kill himself. So put that out there.
Ooh, wow. Getting us a
Hot
strike on YouTube.
I don't know. I think you got to do someone that's alive right now. We're gonna spin that question back.
Yeah, you know what? You have a chance to either be the first eliminated or in the segment because you're getting -2. So what is someone who's alive? Unless you think he's alive still, but
You can say that.
Yeah, I was going to say, I'm going to stick to my answer and say Jeffrey Epstein didn't kill himself, and I'm going to stick to my guns and keep
all right.
that
You
as
know
the
what?
number one guy I'm
This
not
makes
having
it
over.
tough. This makes it tough because sticking to your guns, you got the points back, and that means we're at the final segment, and someone's probably getting eliminated. If you had to guess, guys, who do you think the loser is this time? Ooh, we're all thinking Sam. All right. Well,
I'm not pointing to. I'm pointing to.
we're pointing.
I don't know who
Another
I'm pointing to.
cohort.
The cameras are opposite. Well, look, we're gonna read it off. This is interesting. This is a first. This is the first time ever. We have a tie for first with 38, and that's Aaron and Christian Barajas. Now,
Go.
what's even crazier is we have a three-way tie.
Whoa!
And all contestants have 38 points. What is the likelihood of that happening? So we
Sudden
are
death,
getting
amazing.
into the final round with all three contestants. Is this rigged?
All right, let's go.
Did David Stern have a plan? He always does. And we're going into the final round.
Step right up, the show's begun. Let's go.
All right, enough of that nonsense. Playtime's over. Final segment. Someone's getting... I was gonna curse. Someone is getting crowned champion. And we're going to start with our previous champion, Christian. With the U.S. government considering crypto as an asset, how does that change for the industry?
It's very interesting. It expands buying power for buyers who've built wealth in crypto, since they can now leverage some of those assets to qualify more easily. I think it legitimizes crypto portfolios. Lenders have another tool to prove sources of funds and offer more competitive products. Maybe they can offer more hybrid collateral loans. I don't know. I don't know how that'll affect compliance, but the shift would certainly cement crypto's role in mainstream finance and push us closer to a decentralized currency. It'll be interesting. It'll be interesting to see how the federal oversight and the regulatory structure plays out.
Aaron?
Yeah, good stuff, Chris. Definitely have had borrowers coming from the mortgage world not be able to qualify due to limitations of using their crypto assets. They would have to wait a few months and have the funds transferred to their own checking savings, wait a couple months for it to be seasoned. But I think with changes, we will see possibly a lot more folks qualify. Like you said, legitimate funds. They're all legitimate funds now. And I think something that will be interesting is the uprising of possible mortgage crypto companies that you can deposit your certain assets and qualify for a mortgage without even touching the U.S. dollar. So it'll be interesting to see in the next few years.
And Aaron, side question for you: what's considered like seasoned?
So seasoning means typically when you provide bank statements to your mortgage consultant, you need to show 2 to 3 months. Typically 2 months of bank statements is the norm. So say you deposited something 3 months ago in your account, it won't show up on a 2-month statement, so you're good to go.
Sam?
Yeah, I think it's super interesting nonetheless. I think it's great for early adopters who have a lot of equity. Let's say you bought Bitcoin, 2012, 2013, something like that. You bought it for 3,000 and now it's trading at 116,000. But at the same time, I'm just kind of thinking about this. And if you're new to crypto and you go all in and you think that, you're going to qualify for a loan with this crypto, and then, a week before closing, it goes down because it's so volatile, you might not qualify for that loan. So you went from getting your dream house, investing in an asset that you thought was safe because the government told you it was safe, to losing, potentially tens of thousands of dollars and not being able to qualify in a home all in, an hour. It can happen so quick. So it's going to be interesting. I do want to say that I think it's good, and I think it brings crypto to the mainstream, but it is going to there is a downside to it as well.
Love it. I learned something. All right. Question number 2 in the final segment. 2 questions left. Aaron, you're going to start us off. If your neighbor's tree hangs over your yard, who owns that fruit? Legally? Well, you're not a lawyer. No one is here. So don't take this as legal advice, but legally and just ethically.
So I think legally, most likely the tree owner owns whatever falls onto your property. But I got a great neighbor, Jeff. Shout out Jeff and Becky. Got a great peach tree on the side yard. Whatever drops on my yard, they said I can pick it whenever. They got great peaches. My homies, love you guys.
Chris?
In Texas, a homeowner can trim branches that extend into his or her property all the way back up to the property line. But you must do so without damaging the tree. So you don't have any legal rights to that tree, but you do have legal rights to protect your property from anything that could be caused by that tree. This could be tricky. The responsibility for the overall health and maintenance of that tree itself falls on the neighbor. Now, if ripe peaches are falling off into my yard, you better believe I'm making some cobbler. Of course, I'll share it with the neighbor. You know, it's only right. My advice, be like State Farm, be a good neighbor.
Sam?
Yeah, I'm gonna not pretend like I'm a lawyer here, and we don't have too many fruit trees in Philadelphia, but I am going to give some relationship advice. This is something that I tell my tenants entering in a relationship with landlord. Communication is key. And, you know, whether or not that fruit belongs to you, I think if you have an open and honest conversation about with your neighbor, I think can only lead to many, what'd you say? Peach cobbler pies in the future.
No, that's great. I love that. That's great answers, guys. We're at the final question. Thanks again for coming. If you're watching, there must be, what, I think it says there's 20,000 people watching right now. Soon you'll lose your jobs after this gets some pub. We got the final question. Before we dive in, any shout outs? Aaron said hello to his neighbors. Any predictions? Eagles gonna repeat. What do we think?
Go Birds. Go Birds.
Eagles Bills final.
Love it. Chris, the silent
Bills final.
assassin.
Wow.
All right. Chris, you're going to start us off. You got to finish strong. Guys, this is an open round, the final question. If you hear anything that you don't like, just butt in. You have $20. You need to host a dinner for 4. What's your game plan?
Easy. Aglio e olio. Super yet simple, delicious pasta dish. Pair it with bronze die-cut spaghetti. Garnish it with parsley, crushed red peppers. Super simple, super cheap. It presents very well. It's got a nice, thin, but delicious sauce. If you want to church it up, toss in a little bit of guanciale or some bacon, fresh parsley and capers to garnish it.
Expensive.
Honestly, nah. You do all that under $20, buddy. I'm doing it within budget. Honestly, I might even have a few extra bucks left over, Sam, to buy a baguette and make some roasted garlic spread. Bon appetit, baby.
Wow. Aaron.
Wow, incredible answer. So I was just in Japan a few months ago, and I learned from one of the top chefs out there on how to make noodles. And I will tell you, $20. Don't even need $20. Probably do it for $10. Make the best noodles. Save about $10 for a nice bottle of wine. Maybe not the best bottle of wine, but we'll get you a nice little bottle of Josh or something. Goes well, depending on what noodles. We'll make it go well with the noodles.
He must be shopping where he gets those paper towls from. I don't know how he's doing this for $20.
2 pasta dishes.
Noodles.
So plain.
He's shopping.
Noodles,
He's shopping when he
Plain noodles.
No olive
That's
oil.
A little
no
bit of
butter.
sauce.
Japanese
Get some
plain
veggies in there.
noodles.
Depends where you shop. You gotta go to Sprouts.
Yikes.
Well,
Gonna have to stop by Wawa on the way home, coming from his house. Gonna be hungry.
Sam, you got to bring it home, man. It's close. I don't want to tell you the score.
I have no problem here, and I have a slam dunk answer, and it's breakfast for dinner. We're going pancakes, hash browns, little fruit. We're going to put some orange juice on the side, maybe a little mimosa if you're feeling crazy. We're going breakfast for dinner.
Have some integrity. Come on.
Okay,
Noodles?
you know
We
what?
both got noodles?
Hold on. We need to bring this debate to a final end. Aaron, that answer was poor. I'm just going to have to say it. You said you wanted to cook Chris's meal, but no sauce, no nothing. So plain noodles for $10.
No, I mean, you know what I mean.
You are eliminated. Now, we have a final score. But before I tell you guys the winner, do you want to do one more question? Are you confident in your scores?
I'm confident in the scores. If Sam wants to run another question, we could do that. I'm feeling pretty comfortable though.
I'm feeling confident as well. I'm sticking to my guns again.
Wow. You know, that's
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
this is exciting that you guys don't know, and I appreciate not extending this show any longer. So
Trust the process.
with 65 points and in second place, the former reigning defending champion. I'm sorry, Chris. Today was not your day. And the winner by a mighty 69.
Let's go. Nice.
Is Sam Carchidi. After being the first drone eliminated in episode 1, he comes back and wins episode 2. Sam, you have the crown. Do you have anything to say? Any last words?
Absolutely. I'd like to. Chris thanked a hunter last week. I would like to thank a referral this week. A referral supports small businesses like myself, like Texas Prime, like Aaron, like a graphic designer like Yanni. It could be a family, a friend. It could be as simple as liking a social media post or telling your friend to use your services. But I'd like to thank a referral.
Sam, give yourself a round of applause. Guys, thank you for participating. Appreciate the patience, audience. Your drone host really dropped the ball this week. So, again, I want to thank the participants. Sam, champion. Chris, champion. Aaron, participant. But there's always next time. In August, we will be back. Production will be better. And the quirky show might give us a little pop-in. Who knows? Is he watching now? I don't know. All right, guys. Until next time, peace and love.